From the Hophead's Guide to the Galaxy World Headquarters located in northern Colorado, this is...
Not capris, not pants, beer shorts.
Yes.
Hey there, Hoppins and Beer Geeks. Welcome to another episode of Beer Shorts. Today we have with me not just one, but two extra judges. Judgmental judges, I would like to say. But with me always is the guy I can't ever lose in a car chase because he's sitting right next to me. Matt Reaver.
He never puts his seatbelt on, so there's this dinging.
How's it going, buddy?
I'm doing really good. We've drank too many beers tonight.
Oh, way too many beers. And we have some extra guests for this Beer Shorts. One is the man, the myth. Everybody knows him as the hippie, but nobody really likes him. Pebble. The Blake Johnson.
Wait, everybody knows him as the hippie, but he's the Pebble?
Oh, I threw a little pun in there.
It's me.
No, it's not.
I don't get
No, I'm just saying. I'll do a little misdirection there. We have Pebble with us tonight. If you don't know Pebble works at High Ops. How's it going, Pebble?
It's going great. I'm happy
If
to
you
be
don't
here.
know Pebble, you haven't been paying attention
I know.
until this point.
If you don't know Pebble, you probably don't know my dad. He's Dwayne The Rock Johnson, okay?
And
We got a ringer.
the ringer, the outsider, the wild card, the person who is Matthew McConaughey is going, yes, I could play him. Nick, the cougar, Ampy.
Oh, no. Shoot.
Shots fired.
Wow. That was rude.
Did I really hit it? Like, is that really low level?
That was
That's a
a little
low
too
call right
personal.
now.
It just wasn't cool, man.
Oh, my bad.
A little too personal.
So thank you guys for joining us for this Beer Shorts. This is a special Beer Shorts. Manuel Baca from Coal Mine Avenue was raving about this beer, and he's like, you have to do a Beer Shorts about this beer. It is, he says, in quotes, the second highest rated hazy IPA in Colorado. Now, with the government being shut down right now, I can't I can't tell that because you could put in requests to the government and saying, hey, I've heard that this is the second, and they'll find out. They have, computerists.
Computers.
And they'll search and find out if that's true or not. So, right here, right now, we're going to find out right now. Is this a good IPA or a decent IPA or a Nico IPA?
Do you want to talk a little bit more about the IPA?
Not really. So right now we're drinking. Well, you can do a lot of stuff on this fucking thing. Next time you take care of it.
He doesn't even know what I do. I'm like, I put him in charge one time, and he's like,
Well, most
"We're
of the
drinking
time-
beer." I'm
Most
done.
of the time, I'm the Ed McMahon of the fucking beer, of the podcast.
We have two Ed McMahons tonight, so
I know this. You're raising my job on it. I didn't get told when I got here. So we're drinking Sherman from Coal Mine Avenue. It is a double hazy IPA. It comes in at 8.14 ABV. He brewed this, I think he said late December, but this crowler was canned on the 17th. I can't remember what hops he used. Goddamn manual. Should put it on the freaking can.
Did he tell you?
He probably told me, but I was drinking at the time and I didn't write it down.
Sherman, 8.14%. Extra hazy, which I have to agree with. Visually, this beer is
Opaque,
opaque
hazy.
hazy, definitely. Definitely. Head's good, though, man. The head lingers really well.
All right. You want the untapped
No.
Sure.
version. Okay. A follow-up to the Peabody, the Sherman is a double New England style IPA that has been triple dry hopped with a very complex Mosaic hop. Mosaic can present stone and tropical fruit, citrus, herbal, and floral notes. What aromas do you think
He gets
get
it all.
from this? That's actually what he
Citrus,
put in the
herbal,
untapped.
floral, tropical. Like, what doesn't it have?
Why is he asking questions in his untapped?
Why
I
would
like
you?
it. It's good engagement.
Because it's Sherman. Sherman asks
He's
questions.
a sure
Oh, there you
man.
go.
All right, so we got special guests. We got a ringer in the house.
Oh, yeah,
Nico
just
the
mixing up.
hippie. And we got
Blake
Blake
the
the
pun.
pebble.
I'm that annoying rock in your shoe that lingers.
Oh,
and
drink.
You want to take out
Does
on a
it,
long
does it
hike.
just last all night,
This-
right?
yeah,
Okay.
all night. Anytime he does a pun, we got to drink.
That's a good beer to drink with the pun.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to lay it out there. Straightforward. This is a very well-made New England IPA, and I'm not just saying that because I think Manuel is a good guy. I'm saying that because he has made a really good beer here. And when it comes to New England IPAs, there's a couple things that I look for personally and enjoy. One of those things is body and mouthfeel. I like a nice, soft, kind of pillowy mouthfeel when it comes to New England IPAs, and I think this beer has it. The aroma is spot on. Floral, tropical, all of those things, and the head is perfect. Nice lace, thin white head. Everything about this beer is what I like to see and expect from a New England style IPA.
I'm really worried because Nico's shaking that fucking glass like he found a super secret part of the beer that we don't know about. So I want to know what Nico's review of the beer is.
You got to get deep in it. You got to get deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a absolutely fantastic beer. The nice thing about it is that it's pretty well balanced from the aroma. Like it has some nice tropical notes in it. Like, I mean, kind of guava-y notes, but it's not overpowering tropical. Like that's not the main setup. Like it has, just kind of what you would describe as just a juicy character to it. I mean, it has some good herbal notes to it, yeah, I think just the aroma is just very well balanced. It's not too strong tropical. And it's not too strong herbally. Like it's a, I would almost I'd call it a for a double IPA hazy. Like it's just incredibly well done. Like it's not overpowering on any side. The mouthfeel, as Reaver mentioned, like it has that pillowy mouthfeel. Like it's not overpowering bitter. It's got that sweet taste to it. It's not cloying in the mouth. Like it's got a nice sweetness to it. It's a lovely mouthfeel. It has great lacing on the foam. I mean it stays on there for a while. It's a great beer. I mean it may not be as tropical as you would expect, maybe from some other hazy IPAs, but I think the balance between the tropical and herbal notes is really the kind of, I think, two main aspects of the beer. It's fantastic.
I agree. I dig it. Well balanced from the start. It's got a nice thread count on her. She's very silky smooth. I get that when I give it a
Fuck, I'm out of beer. Drink.
when I give it a whiff, it does, it has those like tropical notes, like I get that guava or like a pineapple like peachiness, but it's not even on the nose like too overtly sweet that I'm like suspect to take like another like big sip again. It just kind of makes me want to keep drinking this beer. I see it being like 8.14, but it's a scary 8% double because I just want to keep drinking it.
It is.
And I love
It
the
drinks
mouthfeel.
really
Yeah.
easy for
Really
8%.
It's incredibly smooth. For
Yeah.
8%.
Well, I get that
Exactly.
earthiness too, as well. It just finishes like it just makes me salivate, want to drink more with it. It's got like that mouth feel, like a little nice like viscosity to it. It's like it's solid. It's scary good.
Yeah, and really low on those caddy aromas that you get from juicy IPAs. Like you don't get the caddy aroma, which is so hard to not have that. Like it's such a style. It's such an aroma from the style, and I don't get any. It's uncanny. I keep smelling, waiting to try to find it, and it just has that like gooey, juicy notes to it, which is just that like nice blend of the tropical and herbal aromas that are just it's lovely.
It's like starchy stickiness. They clean that litter box well because I'm not getting too much of that cattiness.
Yeah.
If they say they got a cat, I don't believe them.
I don't believe it. Looks like a dog collar around here. They're dog people,
they're dog
right?
people.
Oh,
So if you,
oh yeah.
if you
Why
don't
they
know,
eliminated the cattiness.
if you don't know about the about Coal Mine Avenue, they actually have an off-leash dog park as part of their brewery. They're the first in Colorado, so they base their names off of dogs. Peabody is his hazy IPA. Sherman is his double. That's what we're trying out right now. And I got to tell you, this is a really great beer. I've had it at the brewery. I had it here. Nothing's changed. It's not like a difference between the two. It's really good. I enjoy it. I think it's a really great beer. I think Manuel is doing something right over there. He's actually only the brewer, so I can understand what he's only focused on. But I think he is brewing some great beer out there. So are we going to rate this, or are we just going to say good or bad?
Yeah, we got.
No, we're rating this shit.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll let the guests start with their ratings. They understand the rating scale of 1 to 42.
Yep.
42 being the highest.
Man, well, it's this is tough because it's really good. I mean, like I feel it'd be an insult to give it a 42 because just to say that, but I'll go with a conservative, like let's give her like a 37 and a half. Let's go 30. Let's go 38. Let's go 38.
Gonna go full 38.
He rounded up.
I'll round up.
So you can factor in, the labeling.
name,
Do you like the name? Do you like the
yeah,
labeling?
yeah,
Do you
okay.
like-
I did not know that. So,
yeah, everything is a package.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can
Package
find
deal.
out like the history of the beer, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, that's an awesome history, I'm giving it 42 points.
Sure. Okay. So the fact that they have an off-leash dog spot, that's badass. But I'm looking at the can right now. We got a dog collar with a Colorado tag. I think the branding's well done for this scene. Yeah, I mean, in aggregate, I would let's just stick with like a 38. I'm gonna go with that.
It's a good score.
I'm gonna have to do it.
It's a good score.
It's and I say that with a heavy heart because it's I feel like it's like an A easy, and that's the first time. I think that's the first Coal Mine beer that I've had, and I'm gonna come see you guys with my dog.
I
With
do
no
it for
leash.
sure.
Oh, Nico.
So yeah, it's hard to judge without knowing exactly, without ever having the beers before, without doing this before, to compare it to what would be. I've had some better double IPAs. It's hard to get to that point, but I'm gonna go with 34 to start. I think it's a fantastic beer. I don't know if it really stands up as a double hazy IPA. I think it's a great hazy IPA. It could stand alone as that setup. Throwing it as a double IPA could be a little bit difficult, but I mean the mouthfeel is a little thinner than what I was expecting for what would be a double hazy. But all in all it's a fantastic beer, and for being the first review, I don't want to go too high, but it's. If it was just this beer, I mean, I would probably go a lot higher just to say like this is a fantastic beer. But out of the 42, I think 34 is an incredibly respectable score for a really really good beer.
If it helps, your score doesn't matter. So.
It doesn't really matter.
Well, thank you. I feel better.
Who's keeping score here?
I'm not gonna finish the rest of this and be super happy about it.
The people that do the podcast?
There you go. No, I do see that though. Like like the body on it, it is like just slightly, like though it is like viscous, it's like got a lightness to it still. So if it were like maybe another like 1.5 higher, it'd be more congruent with like a quintessential double IPA background with it. But yeah, I gotta stand with my score. I really love this beer.
You can't change your
I'm
score.
partial
Yeah,
to
you
the
can't
style.
continue.
Yeah,
No,
it's
no,
good.
no.
No backing out of your
delicious.
score.
No
Go
backing
try
out
this
or
beer.
double back out.
No
I'm
backsies
not
or double
backing
backsies? Triple backsies are okay though.
Triple is that? Yes.
So I, I've already kind of talked about all of the things that I look for personally when it comes to a New England style IPA, and this beer checks off all of those boxes. Now I'm going to agree with Nico that in order for me to personally view it as a double or a kind of a imperial style or along those lines, yes, I want a little bit more body. I want a little bit more. I want to be able to kind of chew on it a little bit for it to be a double IPA for me, even if it's a double hazy. I like my hazies to have a little bit of bite. Like I want to know that I'm drinking a double.
Okay.
This one, I don't feel like I'm drinking a double. It's like really easy drinking, and that's fine. But for me personally, I want to kind of know it. I want a little bit of oomph there. Now, I always take into account the packaging and how the beer is presented, and I have to say that their crowler labels are probably one of the most unique that I've seen in a long time, and I'm really impressed with what they've done with their marketing here, and the Colorado tag, the dog collar, and just how they've presented the crowler. That goes a long way for me. Right now, I think that this beer is sitting at like a 35. But I think that really, first run of this beer, that's pretty freaking impressive.
Right.
And I see this beer being a solid 40, 42 in no time.
Fair.
I'm a little disagreement with you. I really don't like this beer at all. It has a lot of off flavors. There's too much hops.
Name
into
one
it.
off flavor.
Hops.
All of them.
I'm fucking with Manuel. He's gonna get to me and be like, that fucking asshole. And he loved it in the brewery. He fucking talked it up and fucking takes a growler and tucks it down. No. I'm sorry to say, I love this beer. It actually checks a lot of the boxes. I don't care about the mouthfeel. You can get mouthfeel from fucking any stout you want to the mouth. Go for it. But if it classifies as a double, go ahead and do your little scale to, for me, it is a great solid beer. It does really well. I am actually going to give it a 39. I love this beer. It's going to be one of those I look after. He brews another batch. I'm going for it right away. I don't care if he classifies a double imperial or just a regular hazy IPA. It is a great beer to me. And with the naming, with what he's doing classified off the Peabody that he regularly brews, I actually think that does complement that really well. So I am actually I think that he did a really great job with this beer. I think that's one of his staples that is going to make his brewery one of those breweries in Colorado you got to look out for.
I agree. I think he's done a fantastic job with this beer.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna argue one bit. This beer is beautifully done. There's nothing wrong with it.
I would love to try the Peabody.
Yeah.
Oh, we got one. You want to try the Peabody? I got one.
The side-by-side Peabody to Sherman would be lovely.
Oh, I got one right now.
It's like, what's
Yeah.
the difference?
Well, thank you for. We'll do it really quick. Thank you for joining us for this beer shorts. If you want to rate us, go to the things you do. You rate and you hit the stars and you say 5 of them and you say, there it is. Okay. Links. Hotbeds Guide podcast. Notes and
Pause
Beers
for
by
laughter.
Nick's.
I read words that you put in front of me. He's like the anchor man.
You're right. Yeah.
Questions?
I don't know what I'm saying.
If you have a beer you want to rate, just go and send that to what's your address? Who cares? Just email us at
Unique New
podcast@hopheadsky.com.
York.
If you don't want a podcast or read us, find Blake at highhopsbrewery.com.
Yeah, leave us a review on there.
If you want to find Nico,
You will
find
not
Nico.
find me.
Nico's actually
Nicholas
under.
off the grid.
Yep.
Nico's
Good luck.
actually under Matthew McConaughey at newbelgium.com.
You will not find my ass.
All right.
I am out, buddy.
And thank you for joining us for this Beer Shorts. I hope you had a good time. Get beard oil.
Party.
Later.
Beard oil.